Election day is less than 3 months away, and it's no surprise we're being bombarded with political ads. But which candidates are actually telling the truth? We've launched a new series called Truth Be Told to fact check politicians on the issues they're pushing to voters. And tonight, Brian Abel kicks things off with Senator Gary Peters and his promise to help small businesses.
Well, starting now, WXYZ is going to be digging into the political advertisements on air, cross-checking and breaking down the actions behind the words and promises that you hear. And we do start with an ad from Senator Gary Peters, where he states he's helped small businesses, specifically breweries in the state. Let's look at just how the truth be told.
Taxes add up fast and high in the craft brewing industry.
Income tax on it, we pay sales tax on it, we pay Michigan taxes on it, we pay federal taxes on it. We pay a lot of taxes on just making beer.
Drew Ciora has been brewing beer for over 2 decades, and while the owner of Royal Oak Brewery feels financially secure, 2 years ago, he saw his federal taxes go down about $2,000 thanks to legislation in Washington.
The fact that we're saving a little bit of money makes a big difference, or makes some difference, I should say.
This reduction is a key talking point in Senator Gary Peters' latest re-election ad.
This excise tax was holding Michigan brewers back.
I think his support of small business and removing those roadblocks shows that he gets it.
Truth be told, Peters has been focusing on small businesses, specifically brewers, for some years now. In May of 2015, Senator Peters introduced the Distillery Excise Tax Reform Act, a bipartisan bill aiming to reduce the federal excise tax rate on distilled spirits. While that bill did not move forward, truth be told, the following month, the Craft Beverage Modernization and Tax Reform Act was introduced, which included language pulled from Peters' bill. He was a co-sponsor when it was introduced in January of 2017. Peters did not ultimately vote for the legislation, however, because that December it was rolled into the GOP's tax bill, which he opposed because he said it disproportionately benefited the wealthiest Americans and would create new debt, putting Social Security and Medicare in jeopardy.
Michiganders and all Americans deserve a tax code that is fair, simpler, and more responsible, not more multinational corporate giveaways and massive new debt.
Truth be told, in 2019, when the Craft Beverage Modernization and Tax Reform Act of 2017 was set to expire, Peters was a co-sponsor to extend the bill and voted in favor of it as part of the Further Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2020. Truth be told, Michigan has seen an increase in brewery production since the tax cuts went into effect. According to federal data, the state has seen a 5% increase in the taxable number of barrels and kegs between 2016 and 2019.
And I think a lot about the brewing industry in Michigan because I care about it and I want it to thrive. If they're saving $2,000 a year, I mean, it could make the difference of the owner saying, listen, I may be able to put a couple of bucks in my pocket for the first time, this quarter or this year, as opposed to maybe just trying to keep afloat.
And as more ads start coming out leading to November, we'll be taking a look at them, including Senator Peters' opponent, John James. For the Truth Be Told, I'm Brian Abel.